Students, discussion complete करेंगे about analog to analog conversion techniques. We went through 3 different techniques. The first one was amplitude modulation. Then we had frequency modulation. And now we're going to talk about the phase modulation. Students, phase modulation या फिर PM जो technique है, this is the third one of our analog to analog conversion techniques. In this case, the phase of the carrier signal is modulated to follow the changing voltage level or the amplitude of the modulating signal. Students, amplitude and frequency remain constant, whereas the phase changes in this particular case. Students, once again, what you can see on this slide is you have got a modulating signal, once again audio. Then you have got a VCO, produced frequency, carrier frequency, and then you have got a phase modulated signal, students. Students, as the amplitude of the information signal changes, the phase of the carrier changes correspondingly. So, with the change in amplitude, you have got constant change in phases of this PM signal. Amplitude remains the same, frequency remains the same as well. Students, in this particular case, as represented by the lower right hand figure, your bandwidth is equal to two into 1 plus beta multiplied by B. Students, in this particular case though, the beta value of beta, it can be different from what we had in the case of frequency modulation. The beta can be 1 for narrowband communication, and the beta can be 3 for your wideband communication. Students, this was our third technique, the phase modulation. The 3 techniques that we have gone through for analog to analog conversion, they are amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and phase modulation. Students, this concludes our discussion of analog transmission. हम लोगों ने physical layer की discussion में we have gone through 2 different cases. The first one was digital transmission, where we studied 2 distinct parts to it. And the first part was when we had analog data and we need to convert it to digital data for transmitting it as a digital signal. Before that, we went through digital data to digital signal conversion as well. So उसके बाद हम लोगों ने analog transmission को study किया था, और analog transmission में the first part to it was the digital to analog transmission. We studied different techniques, FSK, ASK, FSK, PSK, and QAM that we use to convert digital data into analog signal. And then in the last, students, we have also covered the analog to analog transmission by covering the 3 techniques, AM, FM, and PM.